Hello. Here we are. Sorry about the slight delay of 1/6 of an hour. There was still setup that I needed to do. Hello, Kangafango. I'll bust through. Welcome. I'm glad you could make it. Sorry about that just now. Computer froze slightly. Rooms Bath. I'm glad to see that you are an active participant in chat again this time. You're early for once. Well, yes, you were. Unfortunately, I was not. Well, fortunately, because if I had been early, then even those who had come on time would not have been able to see the whole thing. Right. Yes. Pleasure to have you as always. So, last time we did a whole bunch of work up here, including placing signals, like these ones, for example, and also these totally not confusing signals, along with fixing the layout of the passenger station so that it actually functions. Because if you're coming from this way, going down that way, then you couldn't cross over. That was a bit of an oversight. But now I've added in this track here to cross over, and then another track over here to cross back over. A few more layers of tracks, please. I mean, at the moment I've only got tracks on the root layer mostly, but if you want a few more, I suppose I could put a few different tracks on few different layers. Code jar, not back here. Not back here. But yes, I do like the reference. So, what I would like to do today is not a hump yard, although hello Mick is cool, yes. Yes, hello. Oh right, from before, yes, sorry. You're the same color as I'll bust through and almost the same length, so sorry. No, this is not a hump yard. This is just a normal fiddle yard for the industrial area down there, and for trains terminating here and going back the other way. What shall you do today? No. So what I want to do today is I want to put signaling down here in the industrial area. And did we put... I don't think we put any signaling back here at all. Yes, that's probably where we'll start. Putting signaling back here, and then along the journey to here, and then getting down into the industrial area. So let's get started with that. So firstly, let's put in... Okay, well, let's just make sure that I've got the correct signal selected first. I'll want a signal on the main line. Let me find the one I want. Let's get one of these ones, not the bridge version, the center version. When you look in chat, I'm also pink. On stream, oh yeah, purple. It's just on the popped out chat that I have here, you're the same blue that I'll bust through is. Not for me, and it did turn around 2 minutes ago once for about 2 seconds, but okay, yes, good for me, yes. Yes, hello, yes. Hold on, that's the... Is that the right one? No, that's the... Oh, of course, yes. No, never mind, it is the correct one. For a second there, I forgot that trains go on the right in America usually. Should not be approach lit. Okay, and then this one, that's pretty much good for the main line at this point, going this direction. So then I'll want, okay, well let's have a look at what these different tracks mean. So these two are the main line. This one is the yard lead, this one is a runaround track. So we need, first of all, a little bit of ballast underneath here actually, hold on. And then we'll need signals on 3 of these tracks. So I'm going to get the bridge asset. Hopefully it'll work widthwise. If not, I'll use a different one. Was this not? Yes, it was a trackside object. Right. Oh, you meant the purple. Huh, must be me then. Scream, shout, and let it all out. Yes, but hopefully while you're near a toilet. I'm a look. Yeah, if you're sick, you should, or maybe even just in a ditch somewhere might also be good. Just not on the bed, please. So, I'm looking for a Broadway Limited Hey Joe scale train. Ooh. I'll have stream running in the background. Sure, thank you. Okay, so is this... Let's see, which versions do we have? I don't know if I've got any other versions of this. I'll have a look at the other gantry object that I've used up here. Somewhere over here, I think. Which I believe was an object. Yeah, because this is quite wide. So that might be the best one to use. No. Funnily enough, that, as well as many other songs, I've only heard parodied by Weird Al Yankovic. OMG, I'll move it back. Sure. Yeah, you be right back then. Don't do an Emichu's dog. How would one do a dog? Actually, no, don't answer that. Okay, that is a little wide, but it may work. Okay, let's see. I'm going to place this inside the other one, and then change the... Actually, is the height? I think the height's probably almost perfect the way it is, just a little bit lower, like that. And then I'll need to move it forward a little bit more to about there. Does that still work height-wise, or is that too low now? Because I know that the pivot of this object is... Actually, is that the pivot there? Hold on, let me move the other one over, so just to check. Yes, that is good. Now I need the signals. So save and then back over this way. Paradise, as Dot Warner would put it, disgusting. Oh, ha 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 ha. Vigorous laughter from backstage. Yes. Audience, what's going on back there? Okay, so... Actually, do I need these ones? Well, we'll see. I'm in the group over here now, so I should be able to find the ones I need. Okay, so I'll put one of them here. That one should also not be approach lit. Then this one is the main line coming back the other way, so that one does not require a signal. Then we'll need two of them here. However, should those be single head ones or not? We'll see. Actually, let's think about it. So this one's just the runaround loop. And that one's the lead going back that way. I mean, I suppose if you're coming out of the lead onto the main line, then you would want to have... Although I suppose... No, you don't need one, because you're going to be going at a lower speed anyway, since you're on the lead, and then crossing over, because you can't not cross over. So I don't suppose you would need a display for a lower speed. So let's put a single head one on there. Not one of the hydras. Then another one over here as well. Like so-ish. Hold on. Like so. Are those two good? Probably good. So there we are. So those signals protect from this side, and that signal protects from this side. So then we'll need two more actually, hold on, why does this not, why is this, isn't this all painted underneath here with a ballast? 1 second. Just need to quickly paint over this bit. Okay, so I'm going to need two more signals over here. And then how far away is this from those signals back there? It is a reasonable distance. How far is it actually though? Let's measure it. I know this doesn't go around a curve, but I can just try to guess the length like this by going straight. Well, that's not actually going straight. Hold on. Like that. 1,100 feet. I don't think that that's far enough to have a signal on the main line, because if a train is going at track speed, it may not be able to stop at that signal back there if it's passing this signal. So that might not be a good idea, but we do still need signals on these two tracks. So maybe we can use the doll arm ones again here. Hold on. Let's see if I can find them. Doll, there we go. So this one goes on that track. Yes. And then we'll need one to go on this track. Other one, sorry. Not the left-hand side one. Yep, that's a bridge one. Actually, I could put down a 6-foot one. Like so. That's an interesting combination. Look at that. That's funny. Appears sensical fish. Doll-lumped flatfoot. Sounds like a creature. Yes. Okay, well. Right, so if AI is running this, like if AI is coming along here, then running around or going up and down the yard lead, then we would run into issues if I placed another two signals here. Because then you might run into a situation where an AI train comes up this way, and there's another one waiting over there that wants to come down here, and then you could run into issues. But all the AI for this, I'm going to script myself anyway, so it should be fine, theoretically. And besides, you've got those two tracks, and you've got these two tracks. It's 4 tracks that you can utilize to evade another train to go around, so that should be fine. So I'm going to place some signals over here as well. Actually, no, that one needs to be a taller one because of the hill that you're coming up from, so that you can see it from further away. We don't have a doll arm one for that side. No, we do not, unfortunately. That one's a bit too close. So either I'm going to use a dwarf signal here, which is probably what it's going to end up being, or I'm going to use like a bridge or something. Yeah, that's a bit too far away. It really kind of has to be... Although, what, didn't I have two-headed dwarf signals? I thought I did. Yeah, two-headed dwarf. What's the distance to... Yeah, that one. And then we need to change that to be left-right, the path, like this. Okay, so guess who's doing work all evening again? Well, let me see. Hold on. I'm in my mind. I'm picturing something. Sky? No, not sky. Something blue. Sorry, I can't get any more details than that. Apologies. And we choose dog? Paradise? What do you mean? You? Yep. Which one? Paradise, what's the tallest searchlight you've got? I think it's this one. I think it's the 20-foot one. And this, of course, you count the ones on the bridge. They have a new Bachmann DCC controller that has 29 keys, and it's way more upgraded than the old DCC controller. Well, I don't have any DCC controllers, so... I mean, good for you, if you can afford it. Alright, connected. Welcome, VGR, hello. I thought you weren't gonna show up. Me. Aww. Lisa's ended the chat. Hey Shadows, just dropped by to say hi. Our music server had to restart for some small updates. Should be back in about 5 minutes. Oh, right. I see. Well, I'm continuing to place signals. And look, I've placed these totally non-confusing signals here for the 2 tracks on the left. For these 2 tracks there, you've got these signals. I mean, I could make it more confusing by putting a 3-headed one on this right track for some weird reason, but that would not really be much use. Although, I suppose, to know whether you're going straight or down the industrial track would be quite valuable, so maybe I could put a 2-headed one on there, but then it might not look as good. What do you think? This way it would be... Actually, hold on, why can't I... Odd. Why can I not change the path on this one? Hold on. 1 second. Same on this one. Yeah, I think I have to... Oh, right, I think it's because the... Yeah, this one... Yeah, this one works, yeah. I think it's because of what permissions the signal has or something like that. I may need to redo some of the signaling, depending on how accurate it actually is. Those are quite close together up there. So it needs to be left, and left for going straight. So is this better like that? Because then we actually have information on where we go. Or did you prefer the single small one? Like, hold on. Like that. I mean, from an aesthetic point of view, I prefer this one, but the other one gives a little bit more information. Let's read a bit of chat. Shouldn't have anything over the holidays, so perhaps free next week. Nice. Gotcha. Just want to actually watch a stream for once. Aww. Searchlights, looking for the watcher in the sky. The sky? You sure not the watcher in the... Oh, sorry, no, that's the catcher in the right, sorry. Oh, it's a song. Oh, right. I thought it was the catcher in the right reference. Well, that's a no-brainer. You mean you don't need a brain to be able to say, I have no idea what this means? Left signal is for left track, right signal is for right track. Nope. The left signal is for the right track, and the right signal is for the left track. Because this right signal, you can see the little blue light there. Imagine these two poles, like this left one with a big light on top, and the right pole with a blue light. Imagine those are two parallel tracks. And then the track for which the signal, or to which the signal applies, is whichever one the searchlight is on. So in this case, out of the two poles, out of the two lights, the searchlight one is on the left track, which means from these two tracks, it applies to the left track. This signal doesn't have anything like that, so it just applies to the track that it's next to, which is the right track. So they actually switched depending on, or they actually switched from what they are. In this version of Trainz, I can't just move them the other way around. So yeah, otherwise I'd have to put a whole gantry signal bridge in. I like the 6-foot one. Yeah, I like it too. Also, is someone in the room with you? I thought I heard a voice. I did not hear a voice other than my own. Bro, for a second I thought I heard something in your background, Shadows. Might be Ghost Lady, yeah? Exactly, Albuster, might be Ghost Lady, indeed. Probably just the wind, all that. I preferred 6-foot, but that's just down to how it looks. Elisa, 1. I am not afraid of no ghosts. 2. I am... Sorry, what? Alright. I'm scared privates? Scared privates. What do you mean privates? Plural on that. What 6-foot? Sure, I'll use 6-foot. If you didn't get the reference, you aren't cultured enough. I mean... I don't get that reference, sorry. Well, Fox needs me, gotta go, right? Bye-bye, sure. I hope you find your Page-O stuff. Your Bachmann stuff. Pretty close. Poles. Firefighter poles. Not this time. I don't know. I never drove on US rails. Right. Scared. Alright. But the sentence still doesn't make sense. I'm scared privates. Sorry, I don't get it. I ain't afraid of no ghost. I do get that reference, but the other one I don't. Anyway, so let's continue. Got these signals in place. Now before I put signals all the way down there, let's actually see... let's put down the mile-long train. If it loads. And then we'll see how long the track is from this point of view. From this point, not of view, just from this point. And yes, if you're wondering why I'm not just using a ruler to measure this out, it's because I want to measure around curves, which a ruler cannot do in Trainz. Or quite a few of them can't do in real life as well. Some might say most of them can't do in real life. So I'm just going to place this over to where it's just about where the signal is. And then let's see where the other end is, and that will be a mile. Here. Okay. Oh right, this entire area over here doesn't have any signals either yet. Ah, right. Well, this is just about a mile. So I think what I'm going to do is have, let's see, what the speed limit here is 35 miles per hour, I believe. So I think we can get away with having a set of signals over here, well, ish, and then one in the middle. So if that's the end there and that's the end there, then probably there would be my guess. So there. And for this, I'm going to probably use a signal bridge because, well, I don't have any space to put the signal on that side. Otherwise, I mean, I suppose I could... Hold on, because if I place that... No, that wouldn't work. It's going the wrong way. So, yeah, let's see if a signal bridge fits. Not that one. Hold on. Gotta go back the other way. There we go. Let's see. Almost like that. Like that would fit. And I think that looks quite good actually. Although I may want to use a slightly different signal. Do we have any that have the heads a bit closer together? These ones. Okay, so let's place one like so. One the other way. Like so. There we are. Let's not have these be approach lit. Okay. And on, actually, is that, I suppose that's okay. That could just be like a concrete block set into the retaining wall that it's been built onto. Although it doesn't actually have a, it doesn't have a bottom face, unfortunately. Hold on. What would the other one look like? Is this one a bit narrower? It is, yes, but that one doesn't fit at all. So unfortunately, it looks like it has to be this one. But maybe I can at least center it. Would that be better? Maybe I can change the... I was thinking maybe I could change the retaining wall a bit. I can try that, but I don't know how well that will work. Oh right, Team Fortress 2 video, oh right. Or Transport Fever 2 video. Never saw it before, yeah. Oh, and let's not forget that. Right. Let me just quickly look through here. You should watch the series, goddamn certified. Hood Classic. Did you see the steamed toast one? I don't know. Oh, Simpsons parody. I don't know. That's the stream title, yes. Yes. And then add a tiny platform for the support. I don't know. I'll try to see if I can just move the retaining wall a little. Oh yeah, the retaining wall. Move and lower the... just move that and lower... and the lower track. No, I don't want to move the lower track for this. That would mean I'd have to have a little bump in there. I don't want that. I'll try and see if I can move it with just one spline point there. Let's see what that would look like. Okay, the track ballast still covers the edge. That's good. Just about. Now we've got it poking through on the side, but that's okay. Although, to be honest, I think I preferred it the other way. Because... not this way. Hold on. 1 second. Nope. That's just... Nope. Gotta exit out. Don't save. Come back in. I don't know. The other way, it looked like those could be concrete blocks that are just pushed into the side, or built into the side that it's kind of resting on. Or built into. But yeah, but that only kind of works if it's on the outside. If it's on the inside, that doesn't really work. Let's see, how much did I just lose because of that? I don't think anything. Good. Yeah. So... Actually, maybe I could add another bit of retaining wall. 1 second. Like that. There we go. That fixes it. There we are. Right. Full soldier translation is in Spanish. And translate says, "Goodbye, Merry Christmas until vegetable soup." No idea. Huh. Well, guys, I'm a 6 servers back up. Right. We must resume the operation. Goodbye and see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Right, yes. Oh, I'll come. I think it looks a lot stranger if it's on the outside. Oh, now this looks like, yes, good. Good, good. Okay, so we've got the signal halfway through. Now we need to have one here as well. However, we will have to put in another bridge here anyway. So could we put that in such a way that it helps over here as well? So, sorry, a bit of water. So, the question is, do we need signals over here? I don't think so, because if we have a signal protecting the yard ladder from this side going into it, then every time a train, well, a shunter moves out here and then moves past the signal to go in, then the signal will be red if it's trying to go into a track that's already got something on it. So that wouldn't work. So we can't have a signal going that way, really. So, no, actually, we do genuinely just need one signal there. Because the other way, it's already very close to those signals. So we just need a single signal in the middle there. Unfortunately, I'm not certain if I can have, like, in the UK, there are signal bridges that are just on one side that go over onto the other track, that float on the other side, that just reach over like an arm, like that. But I don't think that I've got an appropriate thing for the US for that, like that. So let's see about moving the that's just too close there. I think that maybe for the MVR I might have placed the tracks a bit too close to each other, perhaps. Like maybe I was placing it more like I was used to from the UK or something. Actually, hold on. Ha! Doll arm signal to the rescue, look. That's exactly what we need. See? And that's one... Yeah, that works great. Look at that. And it's even got the path, which needs to be right to go straight. Look at that. This is a situation where we need this exactly, and we've got it. That's great. Right. Joke. Dwarf signal. A single signal. But what if it's married? Oh, but what? Right to go straight? Yes. This junction needs to be set right for it to go straight along the main line. If the junction is set left, it's diverging, namely crossing over onto the other side. Did it confuse you? Did the signal confuse you? Did you see that joke? Oh wait, is it a Surgeon Sim mod for ARM 3? Yes, I did see that one. I might have forgotten to read it out, but I did read it. Because of operation, yes. Okay, so that works. Now, the main line will continue along here. And then, hold on. Which tracks? These two ones. Sorry. Okay, so we've got a signal here on the opposite track, which is okay, because that's for the platform, because we want to have trains able to terminate here on that platform. The next one on this line, the next signal, is all the way back here. How far is that? 1 second. That's a reasonable distance. It's all the way from there to there. Here, it's about the same distance actually. Oh, thank you, I'll bust through. Good to know that you're still here. Right. So, the other line. The other line, we've got a signal here, then goes through, got a signal, well, we've got a signal here, which, now that I'm thinking about it, may be a little problematic, because if there's a train stopped here in this block, like there, that's red. But, sorry, that one will be an approach. So, by the time the driver sees that signal, that means get ready to stop at the next signal, and then the next signal's already back there. Although I suppose within, I mean, it's only 35 miles per hour, which actually, What if I deleted this one? Then if a train enters this block, although if a train enters this block from here, then, although, yeah, the main issue with that is that the train wouldn't have clearance, couldn't get clearance from a signal to proceed out of the station, which doesn't really work. Although I suppose, sorry, we could just say that this platform here isn't regularly used. Or maybe trains don't terminate here. Maybe they're on that platform, I mean. So then if we deleted this signal, we would have a longer signal block. And if a train comes in here, this way, comes in here, stops there, then passengers can embark and disembark, and then it continues immediately under the same signal that it came in at, because it's only a couple minutes difference. Then the train wouldn't, although would it? Yeah, that's the question. Would it or wouldn't it? I know I'm not making much sense in that regard. Hold on. Yeah, do we need... So the question is, will the train turn around here or not? if the train turns around here, on this platform, then that means we would need a signal to clear the other way. Although even if it turns around on these two platforms, if it runs around, it still has to go onto the main line to come back out. So if the train were to come in on the right platform here, for example, decouple the loco, we'd still have to clear the main line to go out onto the main line and come back. And so we'd still need a signal for that. But that way here, a train can wait until the main line's cleared and then run around. So I think that's probably a better option, which means we don't actually need this signal, which is good because then we don't have signals on the wrong side of the track going the other way. Which means, yeah, that means that although we will have to briefly go onto the main line to run around, which I could probably improve that a bit by just having a junction here connecting up like that. But then what's it like over on this side? Yeah, see, over on this side it can't connect either. So no, I think I'm just going to leave that like that, and then trains are just going to have to wait for a run around. Not ideal, but might make for some interesting sessions as well. Yeah, so maybe it's not all bad. Right, chat. Welcome back, yes, or hello, again. Are you missing me? That's not a question, it's an exclamation mark there. Not a question mark. Yes, of course, good. Missing your witty remarks too? Hey, good. Not quite the merging I wanted, haha. Oh, what one is that? Oh, that one maybe. That's better. Yes, wait, what's good? Right, cat. Cat, well, cat. Cat. Yeah. So, that works, I think. I may redesign it later. So, we've got, this junction over here is already done, good. So now we just need dwarf signals at the ends of the yard tracks. I think. We'll put one at the end of the caboose track here. Put one there. Hold on. Not there. Needs to be like there. Reskin pack. Ha. Cat reskin pack. Oh no! It's all too much to take in. Actually, sort of. Saw one out and about today. What, a cat reskin pack? It's across the road. Oh, I see. You mean a caterpillar. Okay, put one there. It would just be so nice if these signals were a bit closer to the tracks. Because I don't really want the signal that much closer to the other side, to the other track that it's not protecting. But for example here, you could drive all the way up here to utilize the space. However, if I place the signal here, it would be kind of... Well, I suppose that might still work. I'll try it. Although that just looks a little odd. But we'll see. That one was rotated the wrong way. That's still set correctly. Yes, good. That's another bug, that the points, the junction overlay just vanishes at camera angles. I think it might have to do with the same bug with the camera angles of the sun. Something with the camera angles just being calculated wrong. It's probably just one single number that's put in wrong. So, do we want a signal on the... Actually... Yeah, we do, because that's not the... That's just the longest yard track. That works. And then I'll put a signal on the... hold on, I want the left one. Where is it? Where is it? Do I have one? Yes, there we go. I want a signal on the switcher tracks as well. And then we just need to put all the signals on this side of things. Now see, this is much easier to do here, because here, the reason why you can't use most of this track back here is because it's too close to the other side. So we don't even run into the issue of the signal being too close to the other track. One more. Just about there. Actually, no, not one more. We need still one more. Over here for that. Oh, and actually, no, we do still need one more. For the water and turntable thing here. I hope that this curve isn't a bit too sharp. Should be fine though. Did we test it? I think we tested it. You saw a cat? Yes. Why didn't you book me on the next train? I don't know if you prefer GWR or cross country. Good point. Are there also dwarf searchlights? Probably depends on the genetics, I suppose. Also, is there an attachment point for the tracks? Actually, I suppose I don't need one back here. That's fine. Haha. Yeah. Right, so I think that's the signals done for up here. Now I still need to do speed signs, which I hope will fit. Okay, let's see. So I think that for the majority of this, I'm going to keep it 35. I think I'm only going to go down to 15 when we enter the... Actually, hold on. Where's that spline point? All the way back there? Sorry. That's a surprise. Why is that spline point all the way back there? 1 second. That's much better. Yeah. So I wanted to go down to 15 when we go into the actual yard. And then back up to 35 when we exit onto the lead, because I know that in real life the yard lead would probably already have a lower speed limit, but it's just gonna take ages. If you're running a long train up here, which I do want you to do, then in a gameplay session you're just coming up here. Well, you've got to slow down for this anyway, crossing over. A little bit at least. But if you're then coming in here and you're going at 15 miles an hour along this whole bit, plus all the shunting that you're likely going to be doing over here anyway, that's just going to take a long time. There we go. Don't know why it wasn't placing correctly. Oh, I was probably placing it inside the other one, of course. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, and going over to the turntable, I think probably a speed of 5 miles per hour, or there is no 5, so 10 miles per hour seems fine to me. You can... I think I'm going to use a taller signal here just to look over the speed signs. If I can locate one. No, I want to use the dwarf signal. There we go, that looks good. Right. BR cast iron speedball 200 miles per hour L. Ha ha ha. True. But wouldn't they be slowed down for the majority of it anyway because of the switch over? Not that much. When they reach the yard, the rear of the train will probably not even have passed through the speed limit that goes up again. Well, no, because then you wouldn't be able to take it in one go, in the longest track. And besides, it doesn't go down to 15, I think, for the switchover. Well, the crossover, sorry. Now, just the station left. Should be fairly straightforward. Here I'll put 10 in because this one is a dead end. Right. Now that that's done, let's start thinking about signaling the industrial area. So we've got a signal protecting the line going up here. Going down this way, however, not much yet. So we do kind of need to have a signal like here, I think. Although actually, we can try maybe putting on the bridge one here. How tall would that be? Nah, still wouldn't work. Okay, well, if I put in this signal here, a train can come up to this junction, even if some of those tracks up there are occupied. And then at that point, I mean, if we wanted to make this easy for ourselves, we could just say that the entire yard down here is dark territory, which means 15 miles, well, no faster than 15 miles per hour, but you can only travel as fast as half, so that you can stop in half of your visible distance, but no faster than 15 miles per hour. So that way, all of these complicated tracks down here are already solved. And the signals are really only necessary for AI trains that aren't stopped manually at markers or things like that. But I think if I'm going to have switching scenarios down here, and if they did have AI, I would put in, yeah, I would stop them at markers individually, or yes, invisible signals would also be a great solution. So I think maybe just having that signal there works like that. So that after this point, as you enter the yard, could be dark territory. So, right. I don't think I've seen a single train in these train streams. Well, then you haven't been watching closely enough, because you've been mostly listening, because here's a train. These hoppers are coupled together. They're a train, technically. You've got all of these coal hoppers coupled together. They're a train. Okay, well then how about this one? You've got a little Camelback switcher, 060 tender engine, coupled up to a whole long car cut of reefers. What about that? Okay, what about these ones coupled all together up here? Ah, actually, hold on, there's another one. How about over here? How about this one? By the way, this MVR repaint was made by a Trainz user. I think it was... Hold on. Can I see the details? No, I cannot, but you can see the KOID down in the bottom corner. That should be picked up, right? 1 second. Not really. One moment. Let's use the weird shadow of the road to highlight the KOID. There we go. Yeah, that's the number down there, in the corner. So you can see this is a train, isn't it? Even got a caboose. But the same author, the reskin. Right. Photoshopped? Yes. This is live photoshopped. Photoshooped. Ha ha ha. Photoshooped. That's 300 miles up the road. Yeah, grammar, I think so as well. What do you mean 300 miles up the road? It's only this little bit there. Look at all these consists you can see up here. Consist, consist, consist. Fine, one more. How about the one at Horror Point Sidings? There we go. It looks much better with reflections turned on, but that is too laggy for me. So there you go. How about this one? Is that one good? Yeah, it's chrome, but reflections are off for performance reasons, so it just looks white currently. So, with all the complicated signaling done down in the industrial area, no, we do need 2 signals, probably. Although if I do put in signals, I was going to say I want to put in signals for the bridge, because that is quite an important thing to have extra security about, especially for nighttime or things like that. Mainly also fog. So yeah, I think I am going to put a signal here and one on the other side as well. And I'm going to have to probably manually set those using the session rule. Like that. Alright, I stand corrected. I mean, you got to see Trainz. Don't complain about that. Unless you were tied to the tracks, in which case, yes, that would be adequate reason to complain about how it should, I would think. The whole thing is basically chrome, yes. Harumph. EW... Nebelleute. Not actually, I said. Right, so I think I'll think about the signaling a little bit more as I detail some of this area down here. Like, for example, this is not supposed to stay like this, as opposed to popular belief. Although I do quite like the idea of a building being down here, so I'll probably just move it. Something like this should probably be good. And then I guess it's a matter of adding grass to some of these bits that don't have it yet. Once I found the correct spline again. Let's go around counterclockwise this time. We usually go around clockwise. It's good to see it from a different angle as well. Hee. I think... sorry, hee. I think I used that garage's asset too. Unsure though. Yeah, you tend to repeat assets in routes. And so do I. Do we need a little bit of it over here? A little bit of the grass? I think so, yeah. Although maybe move down a little bit. he, that's he. Well, the word he, referring to a man or a boy, is also spelled he and it's pronounced he, not he. You wouldn't say he walked in the store. You'd say he walked in the store. So if you repeat the same word in succession, why would it change that? Why would it change how it's pronounced? Right. He and that. He walked down the road. He is a horrible word anyway, innit? Yeah, I don't like the word he much as well. The word he, I'm quite fond of. I use it many days of the week. But the word he, I don't know. It's just, it sounds too close to meh. She he. Or she he. Why ever for? I mean, she might sound nicer than he does, but I don't know. I haven't heard their voices. So do we need any of these little grass plants over here? Maybe a little bit. A little patch over here. Again, moved it to the ground a bit. Stuff like that. Good. Then I'll probably place some details over here. Maybe not. We'll see. We'll see. He. And I could place more grass plants in this little area, but actually I quite like the way this looks just as is, just with that nice blend of the textures, which would get covered up otherwise. Yes. Okay, let's check over this way first. Ah, yes, here we'll need a bit more grass. Should I lower this down as well or not? Probably yes, considering that the grass under the trees will be harder to mow, otherwise would be taller. Well, no. It would be taller than that grass, not the grass would be taller than it. You know what I mean. And ta-da! Is that necessary? Let's see. Yeah, it is. Bit over here as well. Okay, this area we did a couple streams ago. An idea I had. How about you added something like this on the other side of the river? And then I've got to select the whole. 1 second. In new window, please. Oh, I know exactly where this is. This is on the way to Plymouth. I mean, what is that? Is that like the sewage thing? Or what is it? Or is it a World War II kind of defense thing? I don't know. No, that might be the sewage thing. No, that is the... No, that's not the sewage thing. Hold on. Ah, there we go. That has the sewage thing. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know what purpose it serves, and so I cannot say that I will or will not add it either way. Oh, Saltram Amphitheatre. Let's have another look. Ah, right. Is there a... Oh, it just links to National Trust. It doesn't actually link to the thing. Okay. Well, whatever it is, it looks fenced off. I don't really think that would fit here. Claim this business. I claim this business. Oh, really? What business is it of yours? Exactly. Just adding little patches of grass along here as well. This one I'll move down to the ground a bit. Okay, there's another link for it. Oh, that's wrong. Hold on. Oh, I see. Wait, didn't you link this before? In either the last stream or the stream before or something like that. I feel that you've linked to this page before. Odd. I might have just seen it then on my own somewhere. Or maybe it was a similar one. Okay, let's save. Would it better on your wonderful GWR broad gauge route? True. Yes, and it would also fit better on that, yes. I've never seen it in my life until now. Yeah, yeah. Does that look better with the splines in there or not? I mean, over on this side, yeah, but I think that's good. And maybe add just a tiny little bit over here. Just add that little bit more detail. Maybe just a tiny bit more here as well. Ah, no, actually, I've got a great idea. I can use the spline I used over here somewhere. Hold on. Where was it? It would help if the spline's actually loaded. over here somewhere. Right? I thought I'd used a... Oh, there it is. That one. Maybe I could use, if it decides to load, this grass pline underneath the chain link fence here is where the sentence is going, but I thought I might as well give that away to keep you entertained while the game was still loading. Just something sort of like this. Just so that the fence doesn't stand out just in the open as much. Although it does emphasize how flat the grass is on the other areas. So what would it look like if I put the grass spline all the way around like this? What would that look like? Actually, it looks pretty good. Although it's too uniform, I'd have to add a few more patches of this grass on either side of the fence so that it doesn't look too linear. Over here I think it kind of works because it's on the other property where they've clearly cut the grass away a bit. And back on that side it's already a little bit further away, so that works as well. It's really just on this side where it needed that extra little bit of stuff. Okay, so we're coming around this way. Ah yes, here we need much grass splines. Oh, dock leaf spline 2. Not sure, I can have a look. I don't have an... Oh, is that not... Hold on, that's a bit far away, 1 second. No. That wasn't spelled correctly. That. Not really here. Although, maybe... If you... Well, we'll see. Hold on, 1 second. Maybe over here would be a bit better. Just a few in here. I think I tried having these over here before, maybe. Or maybe it was something similar. But yeah, I think those work. There you go. Now you can be happy about your dock leaves. Yeah, let's start over on this corner actually. Now, should this all be covered in grass splines? Because on the one hand, yeah, grass splines look good. On the other hand, it might just cover up so much of the actual texture work. Well, from this side it looks great, it just adds a little bit more detail. From this side, it's just so dark. Maybe if I added in some more of the longer grass texture. By that I mean longer grass texture, not longer grass texture. Yeah, sort of like that, probably. I might add in some bushes here as well, we'll see. But yeah, that added a whole lot. That's good. Okay, now this little area here. Do we actually want, do I want this to have, maybe, I think I do, but I do want this grass over here to be quite low. Yeah, just sort of like that. So it matches the height on the other side. Do you want it to be so low? No, I prefer there to be multiples. Okay, how does that look? Oh, it looks okay, but now I need a little bit more of this low grass over here, because otherwise, again, it'll look strange if it's only on one side of the tracks, not the other. They've just only cut a little bit of it here on this side, apparently. Yeah, that looks much better, although I do think we'll need a little patch of taller grass over in this side like that. Yeah, like that. That looks good. If it is a little compressed, hold on. That's better. Snip, snip. Wooden shears. Wooden shears? The sheerness of it. That... Ah, right. Did I intend for that grass to be overgrown there a little bit? Don't know that I did. Actually, that works much better like this. Okay, so that's good. I'll add a little bit of that lower, like much lower grass in here. Just to give a little bit more detail going back this way. And to help separate the two properties. Then we're back here with our old garage sale place. It's not a garage sale, but you might as well call it one. It won't mind. Okay. And I'll put a couple of bushes behind it, because otherwise you'd see the garage doors from this side, which I don't really want. Not much anyway. Just sort of like that. Put a white wall spline on the rear of those garages as to cover up the doors. I prefer the bushes. That way you can still see a little bit of color through there sometimes. And here I'll then put in a couple of little spots of grass like this, leaving gaps in between, because I don't want to have the grass pline just going continuously through. So I'll leave those gaps in there to make it look a little bit better, otherwise it'll just look like the detail stops. But this way I can have it look like the detail continues even though I don't have grass going all the way along it, which is quite good, I think. Okay, so do we need... I don't think we need any grass plants on this bit. I think that's fine. Is the turntable texture work up, top down, up here? Probably not entirely. So this comes along here. Right, we'll need a couple more of the, like these patches of grass along here like that. Again, same effect as before, hopefully. Right. Try to place some bushes along here as well to help make this look a little bit more realistic and interesting. It's always good when making something realistic also makes it look more interesting, which is not always the case. Sometimes it's the opposite. And if you're building a railway, then that's an issue. If the point is that it's supposed to be fun. Okay, so that's a bit too much. Hold on. This needs to be a bit closer. Need a couple of bushes along here, actually. And do we need any more along here as well? We'll see. If I move that down there, does that look good? Ish. With two of them it looks good. Although then, yeah, something like that. I'm happy with that. Right. Gotcha. Another thing with OMSI 2 is map editor. Sometimes objects that have had their height manually changed sometimes reset to 0 when exiting the editor. That seems useful. You need to reset it sometimes. I think it only happens once though. With houses it happens, not with splines. Yeah, again, like I said, seems useful. Right, let's quickly do this turntable thing, since you brought it up. Does that ballast work? Probably. Yeah, let's try this one. Let's just very smoothly go around the edge. We'll have to look at it from different angles. Yeah, that doesn't really look great. Hold on. Let's see if there's maybe a better one. I seem to recognize this texture, but I don't recall what it's called. Oh, I think it might be this one. Hold on. Ah, but the scales... This is the smallest scale of that texture. This, for context, is the largest scale of that texture. Huh. I'll rechat in a bit, don't worry. Maybe that one could work-ish? It's sort of got the right brightness, but not really the right color exactly. I suppose it works well enough. I'll try to put down some grass lines, maybe move them into the ground a bit to cover up the edge. Maybe not that much. I'll rechat in a bit, don't worry. Does the grass actually look good though? I kind of don't... Well, maybe. Looks a little odd having the ballasty stone there and then having dirt, dirty ballast over here. And then just this ring of grass around it. Let's undo it quickly. Let's see what that would look like again without it, but with the texture. Come on. Can't tell if it's actually gone or not. 1 second. No. There we go. Do I prefer that? I think that I actually prefer this. Yeah, it just looked a bit strange otherwise. Because you'd have the stony ballast, where they deliberately took away all of the weeds and grass and stuff. Then you'd have a ring of grass around it, and then it goes back to the kind of earthy, pebbly texture from the retaining wall, and that just doesn't look good. So, right. Uruguayhu. Yeah, I see. Kangafango. Where is culture? When is culture coming back? Good question. I do have something Trainz related to do after my Mirage repaint pack is released. But afterwards, probably. Nice, thanks. Also, can you guess what the repaint pack will be? Queue at the moment is pretty long, so don't rush the pack too much. Country bus. We have a winger. You said earlier. Yeah, that's why there's not a single Mirage repaint pack on FF yet. So I kinda cheated. Yeah, true, I did. I wasn't certain. They're all so lazy, maybe the download moderators haven't bought the DLC yet. Oh, they have. Oh, that's why they're playing it. They're all playing the DLC. That's why they're not getting through the backlog of free skins. They'll get to it soon though. I don't have to worry about the queue. Mwahaha. Because you don't have a reskin you want to upload yet? That's fair. But I couldn't do it even if I wanted to be fair. Oh, how come this can't see unapproved downloads? Oh, right, I see. Yeah, I agree. Yes, Mental Buster. Yeah, I agree. Mental Buster. My queue shows some downloads, but not all. And even then, I can't actually see the downloads. Oh, right. Well, let's see, what would this look like if we had a little bit of grass lines along here? If we added just a little bit of fuzziness up there. I think that in that little corner there probably works quite nice. Lee. Same over like on the side. Although maybe not, because sorry, that might be used for locomotive servicing stuff as well, maybe a little bit, like oiling and things like that. So you'd have the grass cut pretty low. Yeah, so I think that works quite nicely. Although maybe lowering these down a little bit would work better. Right. My self-appointed job is just to monitor the welcoming thread. Ah. You'd need a row label for that. Talk of which, when are you posting, Shardice? Posting? Have you bought something off of eBay or off of Etsy or something like that? Have you ordered a commission for a fantasy map by chance? Or what did you mean by posting? Surely not just a message or a post in the thread. Surely you meant an actual letter or parcel. You wouldn't mean just a post online. Surely not. Official welcomer. Hey, that would be good. I should ask for one. You should ask for one. We need to see you introduce yourself. Well, I did. So I'm assuming you mean on Fellows Films. Question mark. Just to make sure that we're talking about the same thing here. Fellows Film, yes. Well, I did post about the stream announcement thing a while ago. But the thing is, I have a feeling that on Fellows Film, it's mostly like bus related things. And so me building my Trainz route, I don't know if that would really be the target audience that much, if you see what I mean. And as for posting other stuff on there, I don't really know what I would post. I got told off for that once. It's Fellows Film, apparently. Oh, yeah. It is, but we want to be everything. Whistlehead came on, though. Oh yeah, that's true. Genuinely, if you could post Trainz, it would be great. I mean, once I'm able to... Actually, tell you what. Once the Hadn't Caught the Tramway is released, I'll make a post about that if I remember. So, I think that this looks quite good. We'll still need to get a thumbnail. We've only got a couple of minutes left, so let's get to that. What did we do today? We placed some signals, deleted some signals, placed some grass. That, yeah, 2 hours. Admittedly, I was a bit tired, so that might have slowed down my workflow a bit, but at least we've got a train. Yes. A train. Anyway, so, does our download section allow for trains? Nah, that's a good thing. Yeah, because Trainz... yeah, all the stuff's universally available through the Trainz download station. Yeah, because Trainz has a platform built in where, like for example here, like I showed you this before. If I just go here, this is content manager window of the actual Trainz app, and here I can look at all of the different assets that are installed or available for download, and I can download them through the app and install them. So yeah. And there have been issues, I've not personally experienced them, but there have been issues with people pirating assets as well, and then re-uploading them on other pages, other third-party sites and things like that, which I don't want to deal with, which is why I only publish either through the DLS, the download station, or through the TCCP, which is the Trainz Content Creator Program, which is how you can, well, one of the ways you can release payware routes for Trainz, for which I at the moment only have one released, but I hope to add to that number as soon as possible, really. And that could be a nice shot. Although it's not going to be much new stuff on there. But again, what kind of new stuff can I show when I only pretty much put down grass? And the last thumbnail already had a couple of signals on it, so yeah, I'm sure that one will do. So okay, huge database of official and user submitted content. Maybe it's TS instead, Train Simulator. Well, for Train Simulator, I don't really make stuff myself. At the moment, I hardly even play it. The only thing I've made for it is a couple of unfinished scenarios and one that I finished for Kango for one of his streams. And those, if I were to publish those, I'd publish them through the workshop on Steam so that people can search for them and download them through that. Because that's where most people look for them, especially since you can also see what you've got downloaded, and it's easy to install through that. So yeah, serious. I think Steam Workshop, but not Steam. What is oh right, I see. Yes. Well, point being, everything is welcome on Philosophy, so don't be shy. Right. I mean, there can totally be trains, threads and stuff, but just not actual content uploaded, I'd say. I would agree. Paradise. Doc leaves. Paradise. But you could upload the scenario to Philosophy in addition to the Steam Workshop, if you wanted. I mean, if I did want to do that, I'd probably just make a post and link to the Steam Workshop. That way, if I made an update to it, although I don't know if you can, but if I made a new version or something like that, I'd only have to upload it to one site. Plus, I can then see how many people have downloaded it, how many people play it, so I get information from that. And I think it's just easier to manage that way. So, yes, of course, no pressure. I wasn't thinking that there's... I mean, of course, there's atmospheric pressure, otherwise I wouldn't be able to breathe. But other than that, well, of course, there's the pressure from gravity as well, but gravity is kind of what gives us atmospheric pressure, because otherwise that wouldn't happen. So, so there actually is a lot of pressure, but I wasn't experiencing pressure from that. So, I did start a Trainz screenshot thread years ago, and that never got any attention. Maybe try and revive it? Yeah, good. I guess it depends how much you actually do in Trainz. Normally, it's just OMSI stuff that does well, but not giving up on other stuff, like City Skylines. I don't get that joke. But anyway, we've gone past 11, so thank you all very much for watching, and good night. Yeah, go sleep or work if you've still got work to do. Or sleep, even if you've still got work to do. So, or work, even if you've got sleep to do, whichever way you prefer. So, good night. We are done, yes. See you tomorrow for a bit more Trainz. Good night. Bye-bye. Oh, Roomspath, you're still here. Good night. Bye-bye. I'm only 1/3 into my work. I guess my stream might have been a bit distracting. Bye-bye.